I see Harold has joined, so I know we're live. Hi, Harold. It is 3 o'clock on the East Coast, and it's election day. It's voting day. And I love this day. I love the whole idea of voting. Let's see. Hi, Mike, Lori, Jessica, Rose, John, Sally, Deborah, Adam. Great to see you all. How's everybody doing? Have you all voted yet? I haven't. I'm going to vote later, uh, like 7 o'clock or something. Lots going on in the United States today. A lot of people voting, record turnout in places. Simone, hi. Dorothy, um, Adam, yes on 50. What do you mean, yes on 50? Um, hi, Laura Lee. You voted absentee. Great. Bonnie. Anyway, it's such a great day. It's a celebration of our democracy. And it's going to be exciting to watch the results, to see how how the past, what is it, 11 months or 8, 9, 8, 10 months have affected people's thinking in terms of who they're going to vote for. Prop 50, of course, 50. Yes on 50, Prop 50. So that's one of the big things, which I think it will pass, don't you? Um, in California, Prop 50 is about gerrymandering or redistricting the um, the voting districts in California to favor Democrats, which is what Democrats are doing and Republicans are doing for next year. Um, Bomb threats in Virginia at the polling places. Oh dear. I didn't hear that. I looked for trouble, but I haven't found it in the news yet. I'll look for that. Thank you, Barbara, for letting me know. Um, so I thought I would just turn this around and draw for you for a little bit because I haven't done that in a while. Hi, Tony. Kelly, Rhea. I haven't done that in a while. I did the Heather Cox Richardson drawing, but this is live. That's not live. So I'm going to turn this around and just draw for you, and we'll talk a little bit about what's going on in the news. Let's see, which pen am I going to use? This one? I don't think there's enough light. Hold on, I'm going to move the light over. Apologies. This will be better. Hope your day was good. Mine was a little. It was good. It was a little stressful. I don't know. I get all worked up about things, and then I find I've only had one cup of coffee today too, which is remarkable. But I'm a little stressed. Um, I'm getting out of it. But drawing and talking to you guys will certainly help with the stress level. I hope it helps you as well. Let's see, make sure I know. Okay. So one thing I used to live draw, and haven't done that in a while. Live draw uh, the elections, the voting day. I loved doing that. I did for CBS, going to polling places around the city and just drawing people. But I'm going to do it here with pen and paper and my imagination. Let's see. Make sure you can see okay. And in New York, the signs always say this too. Let's see. Uh, it's just it brings us all together, you know. Uh, and I hope there's no violence. I know that Um, the administration deployed Justice Department election monitors in California, uh, which is completely unnecessary, and they think that's a intimidation tactic, which probably is. This whole business of um, the National Guard in cities, I believe, is leading up to the 2028 election, 2026 midterms. That Trump is wants to threaten. He wants to create violence, perhaps, uh, to have a reason to create martial law. When I draw these people, I'm always thinking, so this guy is going to have a newspaper because he looks kind of like the kind of guy that might have a newspaper. He's got a cardigan on because it's chilly out. You ever bring your animals to the polling places? Do they let you bring your animals into the polling place? I've never done it, so I don't know. But this person is going to try. She's wearing a hat. Oops. A little bit of. A friend of mine was voting down in Brooklyn, and she said that the the lines were huge. Mm. Let's see. Can I fit one more in? I'll fit one more in. She could be with. I could put one in here. Somebody in here. She could be with a companion who's going to be wearing a bow tie. I don't know why. How are you guys doing with all with all that's going on? I'm finding it hard to not to relax a bit. Um, but I'm actively trying to make myself uh, enjoy the fall and the people and the beautiful leaves. Okay, and then maybe I'll do one more. You won't be able to see all of it until I pull it up. Let's see. Draw a. We would always bring our kids to the polling places. What kind of person is going to be here? Who is this going to be? Somebody. With wearing a turtleneck and a beanie. He's brought his daughter to the polling place. There you go. Probably not going to do color today. It takes too long. Um, but maybe I'll throw some uh, gray tone on for you. This is a large brush. I don't think I want such a big brush. Use this one. This is a little jar that I got when I was traveling in France. I think it was yogurt in it. I love these shapes of these jars. And I don't know. See, it's still bleeding. That's the problem with drawing quickly like this. But we'll make it work. Um, so voting day. So we've got in New York, of course, the mayoral race is going to be really interesting to see. People are predicting that Zohran Mamdani is going to win. Uh, we'll have to find out. And then governor races in New Jersey. Two women are running against each other, Democrat and Republicans, and that'll be a first. Whoever wins, first woman governor of New Jersey. That's something to celebrate in and of itself. I don't know the issues they're dealing with, but um, just noting that there's two women. And then in Virginia, the Democrats appear to have an advantage in that race. Same they do also in New Jersey, apparently. Um, Maybe I should stop there. And what else? Prop 50, which I think everybody is saying is going to pass, which will allow California to redistrict the voting lines. And then I wrote this down because I could remember it if I tried. If I tried, voters will decide whether three justices who were elected as Democrats to the state Supreme Court in Pennsylvania keep their seats for another 10-year term or until they reach mandatory retirement age. The outcome could determine the tilt of the seven-member Pennsylvania State Supreme Court, the highest court in the most important swing state, through the next presidential election. So I would say that's kind of an important thing. Those are some of the key races that we should be watching for tonight as we watch the results. Trying to get a little bit of color in here without it bleeding too much. All right. Less is more, I always say. Take this off and turn it around, and people going to vote. Let's see who's here. Robin, Liana, Brooks, Ann Jones. My favorite memory of childhood is being in the voting booth with my mother, Joy Rodman says. That's so lovely. Xana, don't. Hi, Xana. Hope the dog is registered. Yeah, no. Uh, Gail Salzberg. Simone, I love hearing how you develop the lives of the subjects in a drawing. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, there's a vague feeling as I draw them. This guy, I can imagine his life a little bit. He's got a newspaper. He reads the newspaper. He doesn't read it on the computer. This couple didn't decided not to have children. They have a dog. And he always wears a bow tie. You know people like that, right? This man and his daughter, they are. I want to say he's from Brooklyn. They're probably all from Brooklyn. If he's voting here, they're probably all voting in Brooklyn. But I like the beanie. Makes me think of people who live in Brooklyn. Um, and the little girl is just so excited. Plus, she knows she might get a donut after she votes, or she's not voting after her father votes. So, um, what else? Who else is here? Let's see. Gary Fiffield. Nice to see all of you. Thanks for joining. Don't know much about you, but if you are an artist like my favorite son, I get it. But right now, I desire more energy. Hmm. What do you mean, energy in my drawing? I don't know what you mean. Energy. I can give you energy, but not today. Um, Adam Gouchot. It's an old playbook that has been used in so many other countries, and nobody has the audacity to try it in the US until now. So, oop, I lost your comment. Sorry. I lost your comment. Went away. Anyway, I'm going to turn this around and say goodbye because I've been talking for 15, 17 minutes. I don't want to make these long. So thank you for being here. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you voted. Hope you're going to vote, and I hope there's no violence. And let's all celebrate democracy. So thanks for being here, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.